Good morning. How's everybody out there? I took a little nap before the live. And I got that echo again. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, I'm excited today. I don't make everybody dizzy. Good morning, Mona. How are you? So I got a Cricut for my birthday, and it came in the mail. That thing is ginormous. And I put it in I put it here in my little corner, and I knocked over this whole tray. All this fabric flew onto the floor, and all these little pieces floated everywhere. It was horrible. It was horrible. I was like, oh no. So yeah, that was fun. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Kim. So that was an adventure. Um, and I'm going to do an unboxing of the Cricut. I've been waiting for, when I bought the Cricut, I got the everything pack that came with like the rest of the supplies. And it's been delayed due to weather. And it is currently out for delivery. I just got the notice. So I'm excited. So I will do that unboxing later. I'm excited to make stuff, and um, I'm just excited. Hi, Katie. Like I needed another craft to add to my already growing set of crafts. Because, cross stitch, beading, um, all the different quilting stuff and sewing stuff I do. I occasionally paint. Bead, sewing, painting. I'm sure there's something I'm missing in there. I crochet, so I have yarn. Yeah, like I needed to add anything else. But see, I could get rid of these little sticker letters, and I could actually do something cool on this cup. So, there's stuff I could do with the Cricut. I'm excited. But yeah, I was a little upset that I knocked this whole tray over and everything just went whoosh. All right. So I did get the Cricut Maker, so I can cut fabric with it. So that was one of the plus sides for it. So yeah, got to get the fabric mat, which I wasn't aware that it needed a special mat when I bought it, but I'll get that. I'll get it. So I'm excited. Okay. There's so much I don't know, but yeah. I've been I've been stuck in YouTube land watching Cricut videos. Where's my little one? Do I have a little one that doesn't have anything on it? I do, kind of. hiccups. Not enough coffee yet. Currently, my Cricut is actually acting as a stand. I'm looking at a scan and cut. I cannot figure out which to get. Expensive toy to just let sit unused. Yes, very true. One of the reasons I've always wanted one was I'm always buying custom shirts for things, and so now I can just make them. All right. So let's start putting a block together. I was looking, okay, let's see. So yeah, I looked at the scan and cut. I looked at the Cricut. I looked at the Cricut Maker 3. Yes, yes, I'm looking at them too. I am looking at them. Heat press, yeah. I am looking at heat presses now. Yes, I actually have already I already have one about the divorce lawyer in my design studio. I already have one with my channel name in my design studio. So those are like the first two that I'm gonna make. I was watching some things about applique. So there's a lady that I work with, and she makes amazing stuff. She was showing me pictures, and she's just so talented. She actually made me a mirror that has my name on it, and my one of our work logos, and it has my name on it. And I'd show it to you, but it's on the wall at my office. So I'm excited, but I didn't want to do the unboxing until I had the rest of the tools, because once I open it, I'm gonna want to make a project, you know. It would just be horrible to open it and then not be able to do something with it, you know, right? So, yeah. Let's see here. I'm missing a light. The chickens were not happy today. We had severe weather last night, and the wind was blowing crazy. We had tornadoes, and I don't think they were very happy today. When they got up, they wanted out immediately. So I was outside until right before it was time to go live. And I think the bees were a little riled up from the severe weather too, and they were being obnoxious. And so I think there might be a chicken and a bee fight going on out in the yard. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Yeah, I think so. I think it makes the bees, I don't know. I don't know if bugs are anxious, but it makes them anxious. And so they're irritable. The chickens are irritable. Hi, June. So they're out there bugging each other. Um, that's what I thought. It's the little tiny ones. Okay. Today we're supposed to have 20-mile-per-hour winds for most of the day. We one of the tornadoes touched down by the National Weather Center in Norman. I hear it did damage to the one of the training centers down there too. So I don't have confirmation of that, but I will have to check into that today. It's been well, and now it's bright and sunny and it's warm out there. What is the temperature out there? Hold on. The weather hasn't updated. It was nice and warm out there. I didn't have to put a jacket on or anything to go feed the chickens. Get my little picture. Okay. All right, so we got our little tiny squares on our little rectangles here, and we're just going to sew them on. They're so tiny, I'm not going to take the time to mark them. I have my tape here to show me where my 1/4-inch seam. Gotta fix my little line there. Okay. I'm just going to chain piece today. I'll do all of one side, then we'll press it open, and we'll flip it over and do the other side. And these are the tops of the flowers that we're doing. Just the very top right there. That's the part we're doing right now. It's a super tiny, tiny square. I am not used to working with such a tiny, tiny piece, but hey. There is a first time for everything. So after the live last week, I got 2 quilts sandwiched and ready to start quilting. I was very proud of myself. course, it also happens to be, I probably have enough batting to finish this project, and then I'm out. Okay, so the directions say to press out. Well, let's see. Before I clip off the part, this one doesn't quite fold over all the way and cover up, so I didn't quite sew that one right. But this one covers it, so we're good here. This one's good. And that one's good. That one's good-ish. Let's see. I think that one's crooked on it. Okay, so we're going to okay. We need to see, that one wasn't on there very well. Let's pull this one off. That's what's wrong with this one too. It didn't quite cover the red to begin with, so it's crooked. So yesterday I was actually up like a normal person. I didn't sleep very well the day before, so and we had some things to do that afternoon, so I ended up sleeping like a normal person Saturday night. So I was up Sunday, so I ended up hitting a lot of lives yesterday that I don't usually get to be on, so I was super excited. And then I took a nap so that I could try and get back on my schedule before I got to work tonight. And for the most part I did it. I was up off and on last night, so I took naps, was awake, took naps, was awake. But I was really excited that I got to make so many lives. It's been a while since I've been to so many. And we just air sewed. Dun, 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 dun. It's not alive until you air sew at least once. Right, guys? Right. Let's try that again. If I was filming, I would have cut that out, but yeah, I actually need new glasses. I was supposed to go last month and never made it in. And now it's the end of February and I still haven't made it in. I really need to get in there. Nope, that one didn't work. That one should be fine. Yeah, that one's good. But this one, I saw it go off before it. It's going to be one of those mornings, guys. Now I just tried to stab myself. I get the divorce lawyer, and he just tried to stab me. He hasn't had enough coffee today. It's pretty sad when you're only 4 pieces in and you've already needed this divorce lawyer twice. 3 times, actually. Yeah. Let's give that a little bit of love. I think we're peeling up on the side there because it's such a tiny piece. Let's get some more coffee. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oops. We're going to rethread this. I was going to go out of town next week, and I was going to take my machine in because it hasn't had a professional cleaning since I got it. But I'm not going out of town now. So I'm not going to put it in the shop because I need it. And I don't really have a backup machine. But I will probably put it in the shop at the end of the month when I go on my scuba diving trip so it can get its stuff done. Now, wait a second. Oh, I was going to say, I thought I air sewed again. I was like, nah, I watched it. I didn't. But it did come undone when I just undid. Let's see if that's... Yeah, we're going to leave that one. I think it's good enough. And I'm not sure that I want to trim the back. I'm a little concerned because they're such small pieces. I don't know. We'll see. Because it, after a while, it might have too much bulk. We'll see. We'll see when we get more of the flower made. Okay. So the right corner is made. Let's make the left corner. Sandwiching is my least favorite thing because my back hurts. And I do it on my bed. And it kills my back. And I don't even do that big of a quilt because I quilt on my domestic. While I have a quilt frame for a long arm, I do not have the space for a machine. So I haven't really done anything bigger because I worried that I wouldn't be able to quilt it. But I can't imagine doing a king size quilt. I'd need a pain pill just to get the sandwiching done. Now, maybe once I get this room reorganized, which I haven't announced yet. So, that's what else happened. I was telling my husband, you know, that this Cricut machine was much bigger than I anticipated it to be. It didn't seem to be that big in the pictures. And I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going to put this. I basically told him I was going to have to take over the kitchen table. And he said no. And he's going to move his office into the spare bedroom, and I get this one all to myself. I'm excited. Of course, who knows how long this is going to take before this is all to myself. But it's going to be all to myself. So I'm excited. Still not enough room for a long arm, but will be enough room for I can move the beads and the cross stitch out of the living room. I believe all my crochet stuff is in the spare bedroom. Some of my beads are in the spare bedroom. So my paint stuff is in the garage. So I should be able to get everything moved into here. So. Well, I have a cutting table that's actually quite big. It expands really big. And I usually only use half of it when I pull my large cutting mat out. And I think once he moves into the spare room, I think I can bring that into the middle of the room and I'll be able to open it completely. I work a bead loom and sometimes I make jewelry. I think I'll be able to move it into the large room in the middle of the room and open it all the way, and I'll be able to sandwich on that. and I think that'll take some pressure off my back because it's quite tall. I mean, it's sitting here, it comes up to right up to my ribs because I use it as a table right next to me. I do bead loom. I don't know if I have some pictures on my Instagram. I actually have a partial project on there of some babies, pictures of babies that are on a bead loom that I was working on. I might have shown it on here once. I was making it for my sister, and then her baby was stillborn, and I literally stopped at the halfway mark on the second child, the one that was stillborn, and I've never finished it. And it's been 18, 19 years. And I have a project for it. I'm actually going to turn it into a quilt, and that's going to be the middle, the center of the quilt is that bead project. But I was struggling with the, I may have to restart it. I don't know. I think the thread is too weak. It might be too old. Not that you can tell, but I'm Native American. My mom's Irish and Welsh. My mom was Irish and Welsh, and I took after her. But yeah, I mainly use a bead loom. I make bracelets and pictures with the loom. Is the best way I can answer that question. And then jewelry. I will have to make sure once everything's in the same localized room, because I'm literally trapped in here today because the cricket is in my way. I can't even get out of here. Once everything's in the same room, it won't be so hard for me to show any of the projects. Okay. Next. Oh, see, yeah, I'm going to need to trim those because that's going to be too much fabric. All right, but let's be very careful with how much we trim. My mom was Irish, my dad was Scandinavian. I took more after my mom. Yeah, what's funny is my husband is darker than I am, and I have Indian tags on my car, and everybody assumes that he's the Indian and not me. Or I'll get the, did you marry an Indian or are you adopted? No, no, it's me. I promise, it's me. But I tell you, even I worried a little bit when I did like those little DNA tests. Even I worried a little tiny bit because I am so fair. Because my dad remarried, and he remarried another woman that was Scottish, just as fair skinned as my mom, and his other daughters are darker. So I'm like, okay. But they came back, even said I was Indian. I was like, okay, I really am. Oops, I made that a little wonky, and that's my fault. Oops, I will have to trim that. And I thought that one was when I pieced it, and I thought, well, that's okay. It'll be fine. We um, will even that out. So I did both of them, the Ancestry and the 23andMe. My husband, it was my husband's idea, um, to see how they varied. They were actually both um, pretty close. Um, I liked the 23andMe because it had more health stuff on it. Um, that's the only reason I like the 23andMe more. I like the health things that it gave me. My hair is a dirty reddish blonde. I've never liked my actual true hair color because I look like a um, redhead who doesn't wash her hair or something. So I've always kind of colored it. And then when the gray started coming in, I really started coloring it. I actually haven't looked at the gray enough to know if it's coming in silver or if it's coming in gray. I just know it's coming in, and I'm not liking it. Although I did start using that Madison gray, that Madison Reed. Look, I got gray on the brain. And I went in to get my hair cut, and you know that hair color is good if the hair salon compliments you on your hair color. So I thought that was pretty cool. What do I do with my paper? Oh, it's underneath. Okay. Um, I think they both range about $100. I think 23andMe was 60 something. I think we got it on sale. I would have to look. Okay. Let's see which one. So my little pins that we worked so hard to put in everything fell out too. I'm pretty sure that's what that one was. That's what that one was. Where's my little, yeah, let's measure it and make sure. Yes, it gives you relatives too. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay. And it says to sew it on. The lady said that I had gorgeous hair, and I hate that my hair is, I don't know. I think my hair is frumpy, but right now it looks like a total mess. But I don't understand why I'm coming unthreaded. Why am I coming unthreaded today? Let's do this. Oh, let me fix that. Maybe that's why. It's weird. My sister and I both got like these weird throwback genes. Um, my dad has black hair. My mom has dark brown. My mom had dark brown hair. Um, my mom has blue eyes, which I got her blue eyes. Um, my dad has brown, but my sister ended up with hazel, green hazel eyes, which were like her grandfather had. My mom's father had hazel. Yeah, I don't know. It keeps coming every time I end it. It's unthreading, and that's the first thing that quit working on this thing was my auto threader status thing. See what is going on? Actually, I don't think that. I think that broke. Okay. I don't usually have this much problem with the Orifil thread. Now I have some other threads that while I was experimenting with thread, because I was trying to find a cheap option. Um, Maybe I didn't have it threaded. Yeah, my sisters have a lot of green in them. Actually, if I do this like this, I may not have to trim this bad boy. Look at that. I may need to start doing a starter and an ender piece. I'll leave this open. That's what we're going to do today. I'm done fiddling with it today. Okay. Looks good. All right. Let's get the other side on here. So, what I was saying earlier was I was a little off, but I was able to put this on here just perfect. I think that worked. And I've never been a fan of those starters or ender pieces, but I may be a convert, at least today, when I'm having all those troubles. Okay. Oops. Make sure we're even. We do not want any more time with the divorce lawyer today. Where's my little ender piece? Come back here. Okay. It says to press out. So we're going to press it this way. Press this way. All right. There are those pieces. Time for more coffee. All right, so let's put some love on there. My finger pressed them, but let's there we go. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up trimming that seam. I think it would have been too much bulk had I left it. I need to make coffee, but I'm procrastinating. It happens. We're a small group today. Well, we're a small group most days, but got a lot of stray pieces here today. Got a lot of hairs. Well, fibers. I'm going to, once I have some room, I have some other video content I'm going to do. I'm excited for this, having more space in here. I made a joke to one of my coworkers. Told her my husband was moving out. She felt all sorry for me, and I said, yeah, he's moving out to the spare bedroom, his office. And then I laughed. Okay, so we are done with B. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay. All right, so now it's time to, let's put these ones away. Oops, sorry. Don't make anybody dizzy. Okay, so now it's time to work with these. Let's see. Okay. It says stripe down. Oops. So each flower has 3 petals. So let's set this up in three little piles. I know you can only see 2 of my piles. I have a small bedroom for sewing, nowhere else to be here. Yeah, so this one is the smaller. No, I don't know if this one's this. I think this one and the other room are the same size. But I have a, you guys can't see it, but right here is this old wooden bookshelf, and it's heavy duty, and it's where I currently have my fabric. I actually think I did a video on me putting the fabric in there when I started organizing. And when I was talking to him about moving me into the spare bedroom, I wondered how I was going to get that darn thing into the other room. And I'm kind of relieved that I'm not moving to the other room. Because I really like that cabinet. I really like it, the bookshelf. Oh, I'm like, what? I missed a whole sentence on this. And I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't even make any sense. Yes, it does. um, but this just goes on. This just goes on two of them, right? Yeah. If I did, my whole house would probably be taken over. Yikes. Two. Yep, that's it. I was misreading that one. And I read this thing 3 times before we started this project. Okay. So, this goes in the top corner. Just those two. Okay. Yes. I actually been thinking about that. Um, I was thinking about making a quilt with those. My husband has one that he uses at Christmas. He's like Santa Claus, but he just has candy and he runs around at Christmas with candy in one, hands out candy. But I've been looking at patterns. I've been saving them. I don't have near enough. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Okay. All right. So all of our little squares are in the corners. They only go in the far corners because of the little flowers. So we're just going to chain piece these like we did the other ones. I might put a pin in it just to hold it steady. Time it takes 100. Ooh, 180 bags for a full size one. What about like a wall hanging? I wonder how many a wall hanging would take. I need to get some more of these little blue pins. Oh, tree skirt would be cool. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. That is my plan this year, is to make a tree skirt. We're putting pins this time because the squares are getting a little bit bigger. And I don't want them slip sliding, and we don't want to spend any more time with the divorce lawyer. I made a queen size quilt with them. It takes a lot. I don't remember how many it took. Oh, wow. Oh, is she making one? I'm going to have to hop over there and look. My brother has. Oh, he had bars saving him during COVID. Oh. Oh, well, hey, I didn't think of that either. I got these pins, and I really liked these one pins when I got them. And then I got these pins, and I fell in love with these pins. And I feel like every time I think I'm in love with a pin, I get a new pin, and I'm like, oh no, this is the pin I really like. Mm, okay. I'm like, what is this fabric in my machine? That's my ender and my starter. We're doing a great job today. Funny, funny, funny. All right. I'm telling you. What is this? Oh, goodness. How soon we forget. I was reading something about the things that happen after 50, and I was reading it, and I was like, I've been doing that for years. What do they mean after 50? Hi, Deborah. Oh, you're not late. I appreciate you being here. That microphone really gets in the way of my chain piecing, though. Well, once I have more room, maybe that won't be an issue anymore. But like I said, it probably won't be until summer till all that goes into effect. And I went and cut that thread without putting that little ender piece on. Did it come unglued? No. Oh, saved it. Yes, we did. Okay. In there. Get all of them. Okay, so let's see. All right. That's good. That's good. I think that worked much better putting the pins in it so the fabric didn't slip before I got it under the needle. Yeah. I think I probably should have done that with those little pieces, but I thought they were so little. I am working on this from my Open Gate subscription box. It's just a little wall hanging. And things I've actually been getting that subscription box for a little while, and I just started making the projects. We're way behind. I actually watched the video on the paper piecing project from my last one and the one I just got. I'm so excited for that one. I was watching the video because I'm telling you, the universe is telling me to do a paper piecing project. I got a paper piecing project in my Sew Sampler last month. I got one in my Open Gates box. Like the universe is telling me I need to do one of those. So she does the Open Gates subscription box. Monique does a Zoom class for the projects. And I can never make the class because it's right before I have to get ready for work, and so it's not feasible for me to actually make the class, but she records it so I can watch it, you know, so those that can't make it can watch it later. And I was watching it and she broke it down really simple. I was like, okay. So I'm excited. Oops, I didn't even spray that one right. I think I mentioned that I needed a new spray bottle for my best press, but because it's leaking, I still forgot to get one. It's all that flipping and all that, but I mean, in the box, she even included as the notion of the month an add a quarter ruler, and I was like, yeah, I have like no excuses now. I think it's the whole flipping the paper over and putting the fabric on the other side that's like was throwing me. So I was like, I don't know. I think it just scared me. I'm like, yeah. Bye, Mona. See you later. Okay. All right. You don't use it? Let's see, maybe we'll add all the pieces before we do all that. Let's see. Now, it's all the little ones. Okay, so now it's the tiny little ones again. And I think we're going to pin those because we didn't pin them last time. My ear itches, which means you can definitely tell the weather changed. Okay, so I've been watching Sylvia. She makes it really, I really need to sit down and watch her videos. I've seen a couple, but I like listen to her in the background while I'm doing other things. I actually really need to like pay attention. Oh, that was almost a disaster. Do you remember when we first started and I said I have my stuff sitting on top of the Cricut box? I almost dumped it. Yeah. Luckily, the only thing that fell off was the strips along the side. Okay. That was almost a disaster. Let's see. We're just having a great time today. So, one of these in each corner. Each bottom corner. So this one gets one. And this one gets one. Good morning, Kathy. I bought one of those rulers years ago, but forgot about it, and I have no idea what project now. Oops. Okay. And then one for this corner. So two for each bottom corner. Ooh. Okay, so I know I said that I was going to pin them. That's going to be a lot of pins, but I don't want to have to use the divorce lawyer all the time. So let's see here. Nope, overestimated that one. Let's bring that down a little bit. It's so tiny. Okay, so seems as it's going in every corner. Let's worry about the first corner first. Let's get all these corners done. Okay, so those ones are, we're just gonna have to do one corner at a time, because they're so tiny. They're so tiny. And hopefully pinning them, it worked with the bigger ones. Hopefully pinning them will do the same as with the bigger ones, and we don't have to get the divorce lawyer out. I hear little birdies out my window. I have a Rose of Sharon. I have a couple of them right outside this window. I hear them playing in it. Need to get into the sewing room, finish tidying up, then start a couple of projects, working on an FPP and an EPP. Well, I have an EPP project going, and I'm going to start an FPP project. Yep, yep, see? Look, I got that one off centered, and I caught it before we set it aside. There we go. All right, and then let's get this corner done. I heard birds yesterday morning. Yeah, I was leaving work and I saw the geese in the yard. And I went, yep, winter's over. They're the geese. Still gathering fabrics for the FPP. What project are you doing, or is it one of your own creation? Those ones by Legit Kits are amazing and scary. Very intimidating to me. but I would love to do one. But let me get a couple of these small projects under my belt first. And I believe I saw something. I have to look. I thought I saw something that Legit Kits was out of Oklahoma, but I'll have to look. I got the papers for the 1.5-inch hex sheets to go in the ground, so I put them away, and I can't find them now. At least they're safe, right? I put them away so they'd be safe. They're so safe, they're safe for me. All right. Oops, now I'm throwing stuff around again. Let me get out the way. Okay. I gotta get some more of these. I just got a few of them. These little pink and blue ones. The EPP project will be an ongoing endeavor. It has 359 blocks. Oh my goodness. That is an endeavor. All right. I bet it's going to be amazing. I can't even imagine doing a project with that many blocks. Especially that many hand blocks. Whew. I've been working on my EPP for 5 years. Oh my goodness. How many blocks are in that one? My little. the one thing I wish the chat had pictures so y'all could show me pictures. Of course, then if I was looking at pictures, I'd really mess up what I'm doing. See, I thought the table was off a little bit. Bring this around. Probably should trim this. There we go. Thank you, Kathy. 3 years next month, actually. I had to have an emergency hysterectomy at the end of April in 2020. And I was stuck at home and couldn't do anything. And I asked my husband to get my his mother's sewing machine out of the garage. I was going to see if it worked. It had been sitting for 20 years. She had MS, so she hadn't used it in a really long time. And while I was looking on YouTube to figure out how to fix it, I mean, my plan wasn't to make quilts. My plan was to like use it to mend clothes, fix the seam on my pants. I ran across videos from, Missouri Star, Angela Walters, Jordan from Jordan, Donna Jordan, and next thing you know, I'm making a quilt and the rest is history. I still have a lot to learn. I learn something new every week, I feel like. Where's that ender piece that I started with? Currently, right now, I'm having machine issues. It doesn't want to stay threaded, so we're using a little ender piece here. Just when I think I've got something figured out, I learn a new way of doing something. So I still have my very first quilt. It's on my chair. I use it every day. I'm really surprised the stitching has stayed in. It's just a little lap size, so I use it to keep me warm. Oh, you're very welcome, Kathy. Thanks for asking. Welcome back, Kelly. Did you have a great time? Of course you did. He's out exploring the world. There are over 140 grandmother flowers, and then the single set in each one. Wow, that is a serious project. Looks like that one's good. So move those. I'm gonna press that down. The cruise was great, but sadly the kids had to deal with. Oh no, that is never good. Are they okay? That one is a little off. I gotta redo this one. I don't think I quite got that one right. We did not. Our pets are part of our family. It's very sad when we have to put them down. We had to put our Molly down, and I still miss her. Let's see what happened there. All right, much better. I told him that we didn't want to know happened 2 days after we left. Aw. The kids are young adults and the daughter is a vet tech. Oh. Still sad. Okay. Did I say each one of these gets 2 on the bottom? They do. Okay. Just I'm making sure. Oh, no, no, no. No worries. We are working on this. And it came in my Open Gates subscription box. And I don't remember which month it was, but it was a while back because I'm super far behind. And it has the tiniest little squares. And we tried to just push the little tiny squares through the sewing machine without pinning them. And we got all wonky and we had to use the divorce lawyer. So now we are taking our time and pinning them before we push them through. So that's what's actually taking so long, because they're too tiny to have to take the divorce lawyer to them so much. And even doing that, there are a couple that still need the divorce lawyer. Like this one. I thought I was being smart by not marking them because they're so small, and I have my little seam tape. But they still slid off the fabric and got all crooked. And because they're so small, it didn't take much for them to get wonky. That's why I don't do subscription boxes. Would be so far behind, I'd probably give up. Oops. Now that is not going to work. Do you see how I pinned that? That's not going to work. I have no idea what I thought there. That was funny. Let's try that again. All right. Let's. Oh, and I did it again. Hopefully I didn't come un. Here we go. I've been having some problems with my sewing machine staying threaded. So I got a starter and an ender. So I've got to rethread it every 5 seconds. All right. I think that worked this time. Perfect. The problem with the fiddly pieces is I think if you have to get the divorce lawyer out on it more than once, it starts to shred the fabric. So we don't want to do that. So after I realized it was sliding out, we started pinning it. And even then, I'm not really super careful. It still doesn't quite get it. I think that's good enough. That's good enough. I can find enough projects to keep me busy. I go down rabbit holes too often. Well, I have enough ideas without help. Well, like we were talking, I feel like I'm still very much a beginner, so I don't have a lot of ideas yet. I mean, I guess I do. I don't know. So I think they help me. And I think with each one, I learn a new technique. So they work for me. Oh, that one's super crooked. I don't know what I was thinking when I sewed that one. And it's like Christmas every month. Bye, Kelly. Have a great day. Have a good day at work. Okay. We are almost done with these last little tiny squares, and then we will finish up for the day. Oh, that's the one I just redid. I gotta redo this one. I was like, wait a minute, that's uneven. Bye, June. See you later. Thanks for coming in. Okay. That's much better. All right. I think that little piece has had it. Let me get another little piece out here. I have all kinds of ideas, but I can't sew for long. Aww. That is probably frustrating. I can imagine. I've been having some sciatic nerve issues. It's been messing with my running. It's been frustrating. Let's see, there we go. Come here. Let it go. That one's a little crooked too, but it's crooked on the outside, the outer layer, so that can be trimmed off. I mean, it's on the short side, it's the side I'm worried about. All right, we're almost done with the petals, and then we will end for the day. A little wonky won't hurt after the, yeah, that's what I was thinking, a little wonky won't hurt. As long as it's not short or it's not covering up properly. I think a little over won't hurt it at all. And I still haven't trimmed the blocks behind me. I got 2 quilts sandwiched, but I still don't have the ones behind me trimmed. I'm a mess. Good morning, Teresa. How are you today? I think my problem was I tried to take the pins out too early when I was sewing earlier. So let's leave them on. Till it's all the way through. We are working on my Open Gates subscription box wall hanging flowers. I forgot what it was called. What's it called? Stacked blooms. And we're messing with these fiddly little pieces. They're driving me bonkers. I have days like that where I've been up, but I still feel like I'm waking up all day long. on my little ender here before we lose it again. All right, so oops. Oh, got it stuck. Where's my little ender here? Okay. Put that up there. Okay. We were talking about that earlier. Need to get into glass, get in for glasses. Kim needs to get in for glasses. Okay, so now we're going to check these before we press them. Make sure we got them. Yep. I found an old pair of cheater glasses at work for about an hour before things get wobbly. Well, be careful with that. You don't want to ruin your eyes more. A little wonky on the oversized, but under, I haven't had any that I've had to redo because they're not covering the corner, so that's good. All right, look at that. We did not have to get the divorce lawyer out for this round. Yay! Go over here and give him some love. Press him out. That is the middle petal. This one is the left. I think all those are the left ones. Left, center. Here are the right ones. Let's do a right one. I still need to trim the excess off, but these little tiny pieces really gave me a run for my money. Here we go. Get them in the, get them all in the shot there. Oops. telling you, I gotta get a new spray bottle. This thing's broken. This one's the right piece. Is that? Not that wonky piece I knew was a little oversized, but that's okay. I'd rather have to trim than not have enough. Okay, so top half of it is, now we just got to make the leaves and the stem. The top part of the flower is ready. I think it's looking like it. What you think? We're getting there. All right, guys. Well, we've made it to the 2-hour mark. We're actually over the 2-hour mark. So we're going to end today. I'll see you guys next week. We'll finish up the leaves and the stem and we'll put it all together. The stem and the leaves ought to go together pretty quickly. Maybe we'll get it all together and we'll even, maybe we'll even get it all quilted. That'd be great. You guys have a great week and we'll see you next Monday. Same time, same place. Go out there, find some gorgeous fabric, marry some beautiful seams, make some fabulous quilts, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just drove by.